Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. If you want to learn more about how to analyze mechanisms using analytical method, please subscribe to my channel and press that bell button so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. In this video, I am going to discuss position and displacement analysis of inclined offset slider crank mechanism using analytical method. Here is an inclined offset slider crank mechanism, and this point is a fixed, and this link AB is a crank and whose length is L2, and it is at an angle theta 2 from horizontal. And this link BC is a coupler and whose length is L3 and which is at an angle theta 3 from horizontal. And this slider is at an angle theta 4 from horizontal, and it is at an offset of L1 from this line. So here theta 1, let us call this theta 1. Angle theta 1 is theta 4, that is this inclination angle plus 90 degrees. So theta 1 equal to theta 4 plus 90 degrees. In the coming slides, let us see how to derive equations to find position and displacement of this slider C. So this angle theta 1 equal to theta 4 plus 90 we have seen in the previous slide. And this angle is theta 2. Let us call this angle theta 2 prime, that is from this inclination. And this theta 2 prime equal to theta 2 minus theta 4. Theta 2 prime equal to theta 2 minus theta 4. Similarly, if this angle is theta 4, this angle is also theta 4. So this is horizontal and this line. So angle between this line and this horizontal is theta 4. And this is theta 3, that is a coupler angle from horizontal theta 3. Let us call this angle theta 3 prime. So from this we get theta 3 prime equal to theta 3 minus theta 4. Theta 3 minus theta 4. So theta 3 prime we have taken in clockwise direction. So we have written theta 3 prime equal to theta 3 minus theta 4. So now let us write displacement equations along x prime axis. So x axis is horizontal and x prime is at an angle theta 4 from horizontal. So along x prime axis, L2 cos theta 2 prime, that is this length, plus L3 cos minus theta 3 prime, that is from here to here, equal to L4, that is from here to here. So now L4 equal to L2 cos theta 2 minus theta 4, that is theta 2 prime is theta 2 minus theta 4, plus L3 cos theta 3 minus theta 4. Theta 3 prime is theta 3 minus theta 4. Now let us write displacement equations along y prime axis. So along y prime axis, L2 sin theta 2 prime, that is this height, minus L1, that is this length, this is offset. So L2 sin theta 2 prime, this height minus this height, equal to L3 sin minus theta 3 prime, that is this height. So minus theta 3 prime. So theta 3 prime taken in clockwise direction, negative. So from this we write L2 sin theta 2 prime minus L1 equal to minus L3 sin theta 3 prime. Sin minus theta 3 prime is minus sin theta 3 prime. So L3 sin theta 3 prime equal to, moving this negative sign to this side, L1 minus L2 sin theta 2 prime. So from this theta 3 prime equal to sin inverse L1 minus L2 sin theta 2 prime by L3. Now let us substitute theta 3 prime and theta 2 prime. So we get theta 3 minus theta 4, that is theta 3 prime equal to theta 3 minus theta 4, that equal to sin inverse L1 minus L2 sin theta 2 minus theta 4. Theta 2 prime is theta 2 minus theta 4 divided by L3. So theta 3 can be written as theta 3 equal to theta 4 plus sin inverse L1 minus L2 sin theta 2 minus theta 4 by L3. Now let us find maximum position of the slider, that is farthermost point of the slider. So in this condition will occur when L2 and L3 coming in the same line. So this length will be L2 plus L3. So if this is L2 plus L3, let us call this is L4 maximum, and we form a right angle triangle here. So one side is L1 and this side is L3 plus L2 and this side is L4 max, this angle is alpha, then this angle will also be alpha. So from this right angle triangle, L4 max is written as L4 max equal to square root of L3 plus L2 whole square minus L1 square. So if this is L4 max, then theta 2 will be from here to here, it will be minimum. Theta 2 minimum can be written as alpha plus theta 4. If theta 2 minimum is alpha plus theta 4, alpha can be found from this right angle triangle again, alpha equal to sine inverse L1 by L3 plus L2. Now let us find the minimum position of the slider, that is the nearest position of the slider. So nearest position of the slider will occur when theta 2, that is L2 is turning to this angle, and then L3 is coming like this, and this length from here to here will be L3 minus L2. So if this is L3 minus L2, then this length will be L4 minimum. So not this one, this length is L4 minimum. So if this is L4 minimum, then this angle theta 2 will be theta 2 maximum. So from this right angle triangle, one side is L1 and this side is L3 minus L2, and this is L4 minimum, this is L4 minimum, and this angle is alpha. If this angle is alpha, this angle is also alpha. From this right angle triangle, L4 minimum can be found as L4 minimum equal to square root of L3 minus L2 whole square minus L1 square. So if this is L4 minimum, then at this theta 2 will be theta 2 max. So theta 2 max can be found as theta 4 plus alpha plus 180 degrees. That is written here. Theta 2 max equal to alpha plus theta 4 plus 180 degrees. And from this right angle triangle, again we can find alpha equal to sine inverse L1 by L3 minus L2. After having derived all the necessary equations, now let us solve a problem using Microsoft Excel. So in this problem we have taken L2 is crank length, L2 is 480 mm, L3 is 1600 mm, L1 is 100 mm, that is this offset, and theta 4, that is this angle, is 30 degrees. For any given crank angle 0 to 360 at an interval of 30 degrees, we have calculated coupler angle theta 3, slider position L4, and slider displacement. So here this 32.76 is when this slider is at its farthermost point, and this theta 2 212.76 will occur when slider is at its nearest point. So here in this displacement calculation we have taken farthermost point, at farthermost point of the slider displacement is 0. So at the nearest point of the slider we take displacement as maximum 961.78. So these are the values, and let us see in the coming slides the graphs. In this graph we have plotted crank angle versus coupler angle. So at about 120 degrees coupler angle is minimum, and similarly at 300 degrees of crank angle the coupler angle is going to be maximum. So this is the curve for the crank angle versus coupler angle. In this graph we have plotted crank angle versus slider position. Crank angle along horizontal 0 to 360 at an interval of 30 degrees, and on the vertical axis we have plotted slider position. So we can see that after the 30 degrees, that is 32 point some degrees, you can see slider position is maximum, and at after 210 degrees, that is 212 degree that we have calculated in the Excel, so slider position is minimum. So this is the crank angle versus slider position curve. Similarly in this graph we have plotted crank angle versus slider displacement. So at this maximum, that is a farthermost position of the slider, we have taken displacement as 0. So you can see here after 30 degrees, that is 32 point some degrees, and similarly after 210 degrees, that is 212 degree, you can see slider displacement is maximum. So this is the crank angle versus slider displacement curve. That's all for today's video. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.